Hello, everybody. Sorry about bad hair day. I, I, yeah, sorry about bad hair day. But, anyways, yeah. Happy Tuesday evening. I didn't write anything today because I can use some break because the plan was I finish up that special relativity and submit somewhere, but not today because I needed some break. Yeah, this weekend went to travel, so I mean it was nice, but it's a lot of work to drive back and forth. So and today I was supposed to have a day off, but I didn't. I went to work. So yeah, yeah. So no riding today. So we'll just relax. Yeah. 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 Oh well. Uh, let's see. So when it comes to this database, online database of academic articles, there are many. I found out there are one for physics, one for like social science. So I think, uh, assuming this paper is rejected, political science paper, the voters equation, probably is rejected, and they didn't get back to me. So most likely, yeah, it's rejected. That's fine. So I'm gonna upload to some kind of online archive, like kind of database, article database, in kind of social science area. Okay, probably that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. During the weekday nights or weekends. Yeah, one of those days. Pretty soon. Yeah. So how was your day? I hope you have a wonderful day. And my day was nice. Today wasn't too busy at work, so that was nice. And uh, so yeah, I chatted with my friends the adventure this weekend. Me falling to the glacier pool. That was very interesting, right? Yeah, so interesting story. And I guess we can talk about the general relativity disproof, right? Probably that's fair thing to do today. Um, sure. Then I'll have to bring back that whiteboard, huh? I don't quite feel like working today because weekend was busy, last week was busy, so well I can see the whiteboard over there. I guess we can just talk about it, right? Sure. Um, well, it's not fair. I see that whiteboard, but you cannot see it. That's not fair. Let's bring the whiteboard. Okay, so and then we'll look at it together. All right. Let me get some Tums. All right. Mm. All right. Let's take a look at this. Now, so Mr. Einstein was kind of liberal, right? But yeah, I think that was his political leaning, Mr. Einstein. Quite liberal. It's about equality, egalitarian kind of, right? So Um, but there are some very conservative Jews like Jewish Orthodox people. Yeah, they are supportable conservative. Okay, so they have a strong tradition, like ancestral, old-fashioned value, right? Those are conservative Orthodox Jewish population. Okay, which is really cool. And so, but Mr. Einstein was quite liberal, I guess. So he said the forces are equivalent to each other. But our position, I'm not sure about you, okay? But my position is this, okay? There's strict hierarchy between forces, right? At least we identified 4 different echelons. Now, the very first level is this: is electric force, magnetic force, and also there are some others, like adhesive force, adhesive force, or like even like Velcro, okay, Velcro, or even something like zipper, or lock and key. All right. So the kind of forces, it could be natural forces or it could be artificial forces. Okay. Adhesive, like Scotch tape, duct tape. It has this force of this sticking, pulling. If the material is dry. If this material is wet with water or oil, the Scotch tape will not have adhesive power, adhesive force. Okay? So, in this lowest kingdom, it has a lot of requirement to be a citizen of this first kingdom. It's a little bit strange concept, so it does require some explanation. maybe it's that my English isn't that good, okay? So but that's why I'm not ready to write yet, because I have to figure out how to explain this clearly. Alright? This is also brand new to me. Okay? This force hierarchy. We call this force echelon theory. Something like that. Alright? Force echelon axiom theory. Yeah, this force echelon, it should be regarded as an axiom. Alright, so yeah, there will be the next paper. There's a lot to this, okay? So we have to take time because there's a lot going on in this hierarchy system. So the kind of force, the very first level, we are talking about electric force, magnetic force. Electric force, this force is very limited. It only applies to object that has a net charge, non-zero net charge. Magnetic force, that magnetic force applies to a material that is magnetic, right? It does not apply to non-magnetic material like glass or plastic, wood, right? But they are not magnetic material, okay? But every now and then you have magnetic materials like iron or whatever other metals there are, okay? Otherwise, magnetic force has no dominion over any other object. It has no influence and it has no control over other objects, right? So they are very small kings. Yeah, the Scotch tape, Velcro, zipper, or lock and key, they are pretty much the same category. They have they have a very specific requirement for things to work, to have influence upon. Okay? No. Very small kings. Okay? So that's first level. Let's take 5 minutes break. And yeah. Hmm? Okay, let's take 5 minutes. By the way, the I fixed these glasses. I'm very happy about that because that eyeglasses repair kit arrived from Amazon. So very happy about this. Yeah, it took me a while to. It's not easy to put this tiny little screw into that eyeglass joint. Oh yeah, it took me like 10-15 minutes, I guess. Oh. All right. So now second tier is this. Second kingdom, they are higher kings. Okay, so it's like this triangular hierarchy, like organization chart. Company, governmental agency, any organization is like that. Or in the military, yeah, it's always hierarchical, pyramidal, like this triangular. It's kind of like ecosystem, food triangle, right? Ecosystem. Okay, so yeah. So second tier, the kings here, they dominate the citizens below in lower kingdoms. Okay? Yeah. So I guess we can call it it's like section head, division head, department head, something like that, right? Yeah. or you have platoon, and then you have battalion, you have brigade, and division. Maybe that's better. So, we just call it kingdom, okay? Second kingdom, the barons or dukes or whatever nobility, okay? So second, we just call them kings and kingdoms, okay? Second tier kingdom, they dominate, rule over everybody in the first kingdom, okay? Who are the citizens of the first kingdom? First kingdom, you have first kings, okay? And their subjects are the citizens, and they are the ones who get influenced by these forces. And the force themselves are the kings of this level. So first level, kings. Small kings. Okay? Second level kings, they have citizens up here. They belong to the second level kingdom. You have sand, glass, wood, plastic. Okay? And on top of, and also these second tier kings, the forces, they also dominate the citizens of the lower kingdom. Okay? Yeah. So what are example of the second kingdom's kings, forces? Gravitational force, wind force, you have engine force, motor, well, just pushing, hand push, any like row the boat, whatever, okay? Yeah, just push, hand push, okay? Because unlike the first kingdom, the second kingdom, all the kings, the second kings, they're not very picky, okay? They don't. So subjects, the citizens of the second kingdom and below, okay? Only thing that's required is that they have mass. Okay? They may have some electric charge or magnetic property, magneticity. Okay, they can have magnetism, but it's not required. Only thing it requires is mass. This object has some mass. Then it is subject to this second kingdom's kings, the second forces, second echelon forces. Okay? Now, third echelon force, that's the ethereal wind force. It's an analogy, okay? If I'm in an airplane, the gangway, right? It's about to take off. When it accelerates, my body pulls back as if there's some strong wind coming toward me. We call that ethereal wind. Okay? And so ethereal wind exists only acceleration happens. So that's the inertial force. Okay? This force, the only thing required for this third king, ethereal wind force, to rule over, only thing required is space, existence in space. So physical existence in space, that's the only thing that's required. Alright? So exclusive citizen, okay, the citizen that belong to this third tier, but not the second, not the first, it includes light, photon. Okay? Before I forget, I have to also simultaneity. I should write this down, possibly in the special relativity, the concept of simultaneity. I need to write this in the special theory disproof. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a break from general relativity disproof and we'll do some special relativity disproof, just briefly, okay? Because I forgot to mention this. I should write this down in the paper, okay? So, because it's important concept. Yeah, it is very important. Yeah, it's about correcting Mr. Einstein's mistakes, okay? So, the paper that's like 99.9% done. Okay, so all right, we'll take 5 minutes. Very good, very good. Okay, so the let's say we'll get back to general relativity disproof later. Okay, so now let's get back to special relativity disproof. Okay, so let's say there's A and B, Adam and Brown. Okay, so Adam and Brown, let's say they are like 100 miles apart. Okay, so they want to signal. They have stopwatch. They're synchronized. Okay, so they meet in the middle. Then they walk. Let's say 20 miles apart. Okay, walk 10 miles to the east, and there's Adam, Brown, walk 10 miles to the west. So they are 20 miles apart. Okay? So, and they synchronize their watch when they were in the middle. Okay? And they move constant velocity to the other ways. Okay? So even if there's time dilation, these clocks are synchronized. Okay? So, now, Adam is yelling at Brown to signal him, hey! And at the same time, he flashes this laser beam or flashlight so that Brown can hear him and also see the light signal. Okay? Of course, light will take some time to reach Brown, but it will be faster than the sound, right? But let's say Adam signals at 12 o'clock, but it takes time for light to arrive Brown. Brown will perceive that signal later than 12 o'clock because speed of light is not infinite. Okay? And sound even slower, right? So Mr. Einstein, his idea of simultaneity is based on speed of light, and which is very, very wrong. Okay? Because there is such a thing as absolute simultaneity. Okay? How? Here you will observe something faster than speed of light. Okay? The third signaling method. That signal method, it will be faster than speed of light. Why? Because that signaling speed is infinite. The third kind of signal from Adam to Brown, the speed of that signal is infinity. And it is faster than light. You want to take a guess? Go ahead. Yeah, take a guess. Okay. It's not a very difficult question, actually. Right? So yeah, there's such a thing as something that's faster than speed of light. Okay? I want to give you some time. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Okay, the third signaling method that's faster than speed of light, and also that signal speed is infinity. Okay, so yeah, please take time if you want to and think about it and answer this question. Okay, all right. What will be that third signal that's faster than speed of light? Because its speed is infinite. Okay, all right. It's something very simple. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna give you ample time. Okay. So yeah, if you want to, yeah, keep thinking. Okay. Uh, so this online article databases, yeah, basically they are research papers. Uh, they call that archives. Okay, so there are several ones, and but probably they will have some review process. They're not gonna upload just let people upload anything, right? And so they may reject my article. That's fine too. I know some different spots, okay, where I can just upload. So because the way I write is very much like novel screenplay kind of, because I want to have fun, right? Yeah, so it's not like other research papers. So, oh well. Okay, something got in my eye. Let me flush it out. Okay, so third signaling method that is faster than speed of light. Why? Because its speed is infinite. Okay, so what is it? You want more time? It's like this, okay? I guess I give you more than 5 minutes, okay? So it's this. Beep. Or beep. Okay? That's it. Between Adam and Brown, there's a long rod. So Adam is just pushing it. So that way, when long rod between Adam and Brown, okay, Adam is just pushing it. That's the true simultaneity. Okay? Adam pushes this rod. So they connect. This rod is from Adam's feet, and it goes all the way to Brown's feet. So when Adam pushes this rod at 12 o'clock sharp, when would Brown notice this third kind of signal pushing the rod? Long stick, wooden stick. Okay. Yeah, he's just pushing it. What time would Brown notice that signal? When Adam pushes at 12 o'clock sharp. 12 o'clock. Okay, that's the simultaneity. Okay. We are talking about Adam and Brown being in 20 miles apart, but what if they are like hundreds and thousands of miles apart? It's exactly the same. Okay. There's a true simultaneity, and that signal is instantaneous. Okay, and speed of that signal is infinity. Okay. Something got in my eye. Yeah, why don't you think about that? Okay. Yeah. So that signal method, rod pushing. It is faster than light because its speed is infinite. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll write that down. I mean, type it up at some point. Okay. But because last week was so busy and last weekend was busy too. Me, busy surviving, crawling out of that glacier water. That was intense. Cardio. Oh my goodness. It is funny, but if there's Alaskan TV show, okay, very fit individuals, okay, and to be safe, they have this rope wrapped around their waist. There's rescue helicopters and everything, scuba divers to, okay, just in case what happens, if something bad happens, okay. Ambulance right next to it. Yeah, some Alaskan TV show, okay, so the show is such that these guys, very fit individuals, okay, they intentionally in September go over that glacier and off the trail so that they fall safely, okay, and they crawl out of that, okay. It'll be hilarious show, okay. Yeah, it'll be very interesting TV show too. Good thing is, in Alaska glacier pool, there are no animals there. There's no crocodiles, no sharks, squids, no seals, because some seals, I mean all seals, they are carnivores. Okay, and in Alaska we have what's called something Stella sea lion. They can be very dangerous. Okay, I've seen some YouTube videos where the sea lions or seals direct a person off the boat and direct to the water. Okay, I've seen that. Okay. Seals can be very dangerous, right? And Stella sea lion, they are big. They're bigger than people. Okay, so, and they can be very dangerous, right? Yeah. Stella sea lions, do they eat people? I'm pretty sure they would. Okay. Also, some big squid. I've read that some big squid, like this big, they hold on to people, swimmers, and they drag them down, deep down under the water to eat them. Okay. Or sharks, crocodiles, same thing, right? But yeah, they eat people. But in Alaskan glacial water, you don't have any animals like that. It's just cold water and gravitation. Yeah, people do die from it, okay? Hypothermia, exhaustion, because I experienced it like 2 days ago, firsthand, right? It's not easy to crawl out of that ice because ice keeps on breaking. So if I was going the wrong direction, then ice will keep on breaking, right? But I was heading the right direction when ice gets thicker and thicker and thicker, so it stopped breaking. So I was able to crawl out of that. Basically, I was going toward where I walked from, because obviously, ice. Before I fell, the direction of the ice where I walked from, obviously it's thicker ice, right? That's why it didn't break before, right? Yeah. So it has that sense of direction. Okay, so. Oh. Interesting experience. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so that's simultaneously. Okay, so it's faster than the speed of light because it's infinite speed. It's simultaneous signal method. All right, just push the rod. Okay. So how come Mr. Einstein didn't think of this? He was just too fascinated by light. Okay, so some humble rod, wooden rod, push it, right? That's the fastest signaling method. It's not some electronic, fancy electromagnetic wave, light, laser, no. Humble wooden stick that's long enough. That's the fastest signal method, right? So why people don't use that signaling method? Because if it's between long distance, the rod will be very heavy. So to push it, oh, they will require enormous power, right? Yeah. But it doesn't have to be wooden stick. It could be some fiberglass, whatever. But yeah, for practical reasons, yeah, that kind of signaling method is not used. But in our thought experiment, yeah, or it could be a string. Adam, instead of pushing it, he can pull the string, because if he push the string, it will fold in the middle, right? Due to the friction. But he can pull the string, and that kind of signal will have the same effect as pushing the rod. That's the true simultaneity. Okay? Yeah, string pulling. Okay? So Mr. Einstein's special relativity and general relativity is not that very difficult to disprove. We just did. Okay? Then how come other scientists for by now 100 years, how come they couldn't disprove him? Well, my guess is that they were just busy learning. Okay? And most scientists, they're not very creative individuals. Okay, they're more like followers, leadies, sheep, sheep people, sheeple. Yeah, scientists are like that too. Okay, so it's not just politics. No, it's like people are people. And yeah, most people are sheep people. They're followers. Like herding animals. Right? Yeah. That's how most people are. So scientists, no exception. Right? They couldn't possibly imagine going against Mr. Einstein, because they may be called anti-Semitist, because just because Mr. Einstein was Jewish, right? So people are afraid of being called as anti-Semitist, and Mr. Einstein is too big of gigantic figure, so they're too afraid to. Most scientists too afraid to challenge him. Right? Some people did, a few. Okay, so we do have predecessors. Hmm? All right, let's take 5 minutes. Very good. And then we'll get back to general relativity disproof. Huh? All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Very good, very good. So I I guess let's talk about glacier for a second. Okay, let's take a break from physics. Okay, Alaskan glacial pool fall festival. Okay, it'll be hilarious. Okay, it can be make a great TV show. Because I really like this experience. Okay, it was fun. It was scary, especially because there was nobody around. Okay, I'm glad there was nobody around though. Why? I come on. If they try to come rescue me, they may fall too. I don't want that. And I didn't quite need anybody's help. I crawled out by myself. Okay, so but thinking about it, I think it was a very exciting and very entertaining event. Looking back, I'm glad it happened. Okay, because yeah, how interesting. But I don't recommend other people to do it. I'm talking about some business idea, entertainment idea where it can be done safely. Because people do die from it, okay? Some people. How much percentage? I don't know. But maybe 10%, okay? So it has to be very fit individuals, okay? And because people do die from it, okay? Because ice is cold. I mean, glacial water is very cold. Yeah. That suddenly woke me up. Okay, so I got what I came there for. I tried to wake up. Okay, so falling into glacier pool, that woke me up. So I was driving to Tok, AK, right? Tok, Alaska. So I was kind of like sleepy when I was driving, so that's why I went to that park to run. And I fell, right? Yeah, so that woke me up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So simultaneously, I remember this. Okay. So let's get back to general relativity disproof. So, but I cannot quite. What I used to do is on my cell phone, I type it up in the and put in the cloud storage. Okay. So now I cannot do that because my cell phone is still working. Okay. I heard the alarm clock this morning from my cell phone. Okay, it's just the display system that is messed up. The sound is working fine, alarm clock working fine, and memory is intact. The hard disk, so I was able to download all my pictures, and I did upload it to social media. Okay, I did. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, and I did in my laptop. Okay, I did narrate my Alaskan adventure. Okay, so what saved me? Yeah, muscle exercise and cardio. All right, because it was intense workout. A lot. I was after I got out of the water. It took me some minutes to catch my breath. So it's great cardio. So yeah, because I run, right? This cardiovascular exercise, and I do upside down push-ups. I showed you, right, on the wall. I do pull-ups. I showed you too, like yesterday, right? Yeah, so I was ready for it. That's what saved my life. And yeah, so also healthy diet, right? So I don't have too much extra weight. I'm kind of lean, and I don't have too much muscle, but I can sustain my weight with my two hands. Yeah. Calisthenics. Okay, calisthenics. Yeah, yeah. I know some bodies of mine when I was in the U.S. Army, or they had car accident. Okay, and somehow they got thrown off the windshield. All right, but that guy was a muscle builder, like professional muscle builder. Okay, so when he was thrown off the window of a car in a car accident, uh, of course he went to intensive care unit ICU, and we did pay him visit to hospital, right? but no bones broken. He got released like in a week or so. No bones broken, just some scratches. Because this guy is really professional muscle builder. Okay, so his bones and muscle is so strong. When he was thrown off the windshield of a car, in a car accident, he was okay. No bones broken. Okay, so yeah, muscle building is good. Okay, yeah, it can save your life one day. Okay, so I don't have that much muscle, but I can lift up my body weight with my two arms. Okay, yeah, pull ups, upside down, shoulder push ups. Okay, yeah, and also running, cardio. Yeah, that really saved my life 2 days ago. Okay, yeah, I could have died 2 days ago. I guess I briefly mentioned that before, like, I went to this trip, like Friday night in this humanized episode. Yeah, I do this because I might die any day, like anybody else, right? Yeah, I do my best to survive, but it can happen to anybody, right? So that's why I do this. It's like brain dump session, so that everything that I know so far, I share it with you because I might die tomorrow. It can happen, just like anybody, right? Yeah. Everything I know, yeah, I share with you in this human series, right? Yeah. That's one of the reasons I do this. Okay? Hmm? Okay, let's take about 5 minutes break. Okay, I don't have any pot belly. Okay, it's just t-shirt bulging out, but I suck it in. Okay, so yeah. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, let's start at this time. It's been almost 1 hour. So all right, thank you for being with me.